Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and has had a good day so far. We have a pretty good, decent size slate for Europa League games, for Conference League games. But I will say, as of now, I don't have a lot of picks for two reasons. One, because I do have to work late tonight and then again in the morning, so I'm not going to have a lot of time. I would make this video later whenever more props are out, but there's just not that many, at least not on PrizePicks right now. And then on Underdog, there are a couple, but there are a lot of the not the normal lines. So I will keep an eye out for more lines. So as always, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But right now, I don't have that many. But again, I'll keep an eye out for those. But I'll just get straight into the picks that I do have. The one player prop that I have for now, this one is on both Underdog and PrizePicks. Mainly, this is the only game that PrizePicks even has right now. But I do like this play. And that's Taty Castellanos to go higher than 2.5 shots playing away from home for Lazio, going against Bodo Glimt. He's returning from injury, and they've been cautious with him, making sure to not just have him rested. And he was rested. The game before international break, he didn't play. Obviously, he had rest during international break, and then the one game that they've played since then, he was rested there. So he's fully rested. He should be returning this game and play good minutes as well. He should be ready, good and ready to go. And he is a shooter in the Serie A in the league. He's averaged 4.39 shots per 90, and he's averaged 3 in the Europa League. And I like him because he will shoot from anywhere. He's taken 63 shots from inside the box and 24 from outside the box. And he's pretty versatile when it comes to shooting with his right, which is 63 in the league. And then he's had 19 headers, which is good for us because he has won 80% of aerial duels. Despite being 5'10", he's still relatively tall for a soccer player, but obviously not the biggest body that is going to be on the pitch, but he still wins 80% of aerial duels, which is what I like. And Bodo Glimt, on average, have allowed 16.9 shots to opponents. They allow a lot of shots, and it's because they really play end-to-end. They go up a lot in attack, and then they are lackluster and can't get back on defense, which is good for us because we just need him to shoot. He will take those shots, and he's playing a team that allows a lot of shots, and he's constantly making runs. So whether it's on the counter-attack, whether it's the regular play, he's just going to have a lot of opportunities, and he will take the penalties if they are given, and he will take some free kicks as well. And I think 2.5 is a pretty good line considering the matchup, and he's well rested, so I like this play. I like Taty Castellanos to go higher than 2.5 shots. As always, before I get into the money line play, if everybody please could like the video, comment as well. As always, I always do ask for that, just so one, you show support just by commenting, whether it's showing support or asking a question, and it helps boost the video out to more people. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications, that way you're notified when these videos go out. Another way to get notified as well is I do have my Discord linked in the description if you want to join that. It is completely free as well. It is not a premium. It's just for those that want to talk about their own plays, talk about other plays, talk about other sports during the games. Just a good community I'm trying to build over there. And I do notify the Discord there whenever these videos do go out public. But if you want to get them out even earlier than that, I do have the membership linked in the YouTube description, or there should be a join button next to the subscribe button. For those, one, if you want to support the channel even more, and two, you also get the videos out again even earlier. If you're not a member, those that are already got this video and these picks out before everybody else. So if you're interested in that, link for that in the description, and then my links for everything else, whether it's Outlier, which is a data app, or any of my betting apps, all linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. For my one money line play, was more like a slip. It's not day 3 of the ladder challenge. It's been working when I say it like that. So it is not day 3. Could be day 3, may not be day 3. But for this play of the ladder challenge, it's a plus 105 slip. And the first play is Bodo Glimt to score, going up against Lazio at home. They need to take advantage of this home game. They have been a surprisingly decent attacking team that has scored 14 goals in 8 games in the group stage and have scored in all 6 home games that they have played so far. They scored in all 4 home games, another group stage games at home, and when it came to the qualification and eventually to the next round, when they played at home, they have scored in every single game. And it's not like they've played bad opposition. They have played pretty good teams. They scored against Olympiacos, they scored against Twente, they scored against Nice, they scored against Besiktas, Man U, Porto, Braga. They have scored against good teams and good defenses. So if they can score against them, they can score against Lazio, especially at home. Lazio have conceded 42 goals in 31 games in Serie A, and they have conceded an equal amount, 21 at home and 21 away. So they just, in general, are not the greatest defensive team. They do allow goals, and they are pretty leaky, and they have been leaky defensively. Last game they didn't concede, but it took a man of the match performance from their keeper for them to not concede. And before that game, Lazio had conceded in 7 straight and last 13 out of 14 games. So they are not that great of a defensive team when it comes to just being leaky. They won't allow a lot of them, but they do give opponents decent chances. And Braga have been good and have been scoring against these teams. They're constantly attacking whenever they're at home. And if you look at the shots that they've taken in the Europa League, they've gone from taking 9.2 shots, 3 of those on target away from home, all the way up to 14.5 with 6 on target. So they doubled the amount of shots on target that they take. And going up against Lazio, I expect them to score at least once. They need to score playing here at home. So I like this. I like Bodo Glimt to score at least once going up against Lazio. And then the second play that I found that I like, this one is actually in the Conference League, the UEFA Conference League, not the Europa. It's the Conference League, and that's the Chelsea money line going up against Legia Warsaw. They have pretty much destroyed everybody so far in this competition. They rested players against Brentford, so I expect them to start starters here and play their full team here. They have won all 8 games in the league so far in the Conference League, all group stage games, all knockout games. They've won all of them, and they're just, at the end of the day, the much better team. And Legia have not played good competition. I'm going to name the teams that they've played, and I didn't even hear of pretty much every single one of these teams before this competition. They played Molde, Djurgården, Lugano, Omonia, Minsk, Topola, all teams that are not nearly as good, not good competition that they've played. The only good team that they've played is Real Betis, but that was the very first game of the season before Real Betis were able to pick up pace and play how they're playing now. If they played that same Betis team now, they will not beat them, not even close. And Chelsea have scored 29 goals in 8 games in this competition. And at the end of the day, I just trust them to get it done. They're the much better team. And Legia, even in their own domestic league, they've had an okay season and have conceded 36 goals in 26 games in their own league. And now playing Chelsea, a much better team, could be a little hard for them because they're playing away from home, whether it's 1-0 or if they score 2. I expect them to get the job done, and I trust them here. I like the Chelsea money line going up against Legia, paired with Bodo Glimt to score against Lazio for not day 3 of the ladder challenge for plus 105. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. It was an okay day, not a great day, but wasn't a bad day either. Obviously, we got day 2 of the ladder challenge. Barcelona scored first. They dominated that game. I literally called it and said Dortmund might not even score a goal in that game, and they didn't. And then Rafinha to go over 2.5 shots. He scored a goal. He came through. He played good. So they did good. He came through. And then we had Kamara to go over 3 tackles. Last I checked, he had like 5 or 6 during the game. He started off slow, but he came through and he hit for us. So we hit those 2 plays. And then we had the other 3 were very unfortunate. We had Szczesny under 2.5 saves. He got the third with like 5 minutes left to go, so that was unfortunate. Rierson to get 3 tackles. He ended with 2, got subbed out, so we hooked on that one as well. And then Ruiz to not get a goal or assist, a safe play. He got an assist from a fast break. Kvaratskhelia finished it. It was just very unlucky for us. We could have easily swept that day, honestly. Just like the day before, but we didn't. But we still didn't have that bad of a day. I know the Ruiz, Szczesny, and those 2 picks were on Underdog, and I know most people are on PrizePicks anyways. But still, should have done better. We were close, but I like these a couple plays that I have right now, just because there's not a lot of games. But I do trust myself, and I do like these picks. And like I mentioned before, when they do add more plays, I'll try to look at them, see if I like any, and if I do, I will add them in the pinned comment either later tonight or tomorrow. I'll see what I can do. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.